Have you ever wondered what could have happened to our most beloved artist if they had the access to the type of psychotherapy and mental health care that we do now? I have. So let's talk about it. Thinking of legends like Billie Holiday, Marvin Gaye, my all time crush, Whitney Houston, and a more recent person that's been on my heart is Sarah Vaughan. From many documentaries that we've seen that I like to watch, they have suffered from a lot of, addiction, family trauma, relationship trauma, mental health issues, and even industry trauma. Oh, and don't forget abusive relationships. Honestly, the list goes on. Whatever you can think of, these people have gone through similar to us. A lot of them pour their pain and their passion into their music, which, it makes for good songs and, songs that we can relate to and we listen to and just connect with. But have you ever really thought about this person really was struggling with some shit and yeah, this is a great song, but at what cost or what expense? For instance, what could have happened if Marvin Gaye was able to work through his issues with his father versus him being pumped by him? What if Whitney Houston had the support she needed to kind of navigate the pressures of fame or whatever? While we can celebrate these artists' legacies, let's take a moment to consider and understand how far we've come in mental health care to be able to address some of the issues that they've experienced or suffered from. So, this is a series that I want to talk about because even though these people are dead and gone, we can learn from their experiences. And, just to keep it funky with you, a lot of our family history would tell you to be quiet and keep this on a hush about the things we've gone through or the mental health issues that are prevalent in our families, the substance abuse, the all the things. So let's talk about Sarah Vaughan today. Now, I'm going to keep this brief because I am going to write a blog post about this in more detail, but the generally what I want to explore is the notion that Sarah had the one of the most beautiful voices that I have heard, her speaking voice and her singing voice. From the documentaries that I watched, Sarah Vaughan was very proactive and very involved in her career as far as her performances were. But she would find herself in these romantic relationships where she would relinquish a lot of her control and just be comfortable with having codependent relationships with these dudes. Like, why? The way that they talked about her on the documentary is that, she was very forward, very forthcoming. She was, hey, she drinks booze, she smokes cigarettes, she do what the fuck she want to do. Maybe not before performances, but, she was big on, she about to party, she gonna party. So she was such a big personality or a voice, as she was performing or the way that she wanted things done when she was performing. But in her interpersonal relationships, like her romantic relationships with, these men she got involved with who also became her manager, she kind of relinquished a lot, not kind of, she relinquished a lot of control and did not use any of her personal power. Like, she became very codependent on these men who ultimately took advantage of her. The biggest question I have is why? Like, why? And I do understand that a lot of us can be very vocal and very, powerful in our roles at work. But when it comes to personal relationships, you tend to shrink or cower down or so moving forward, I do want to talk about some of the principles of psychotherapy, some of the principles of psychology, sociology that could have helped her. I don't know that it would have changed her life. I believe it would have, but just the specific impact I'm not really sure of, but I guarantee you it would have been better than her not receiving mental health care. So that is my point and purpose about this series. So if there are artists that you want to, if there are artists that you would like me to explore, let me know. Let me know in the comments.
Okay, bye.